So at the end of every year, I like to do a few activities that leave me feeling refreshed and reset and motivated for the new year. And I film myself along the way so I can inspire you guys to do the same. And in this video, I'm doing an underrated reset activity that made such a difference. Organizing, optimizing your phone. This is very much a follow along type video, so get your phone physically out as you watch this video so you can do it alongside me. Step number 1, delete the apps that you don't use. So to do this, I actually started out by going into my settings and going into the reset home screen layout option. This basically just resets your whole home screen. It puts all of your apps back on your home screen. This is kind of like doing a KonMari declutter. You're getting everything out of its home. So I started by going through every single app individually and deleting completely the apps that I no longer used. The second step is to hide all of the apps from your home screen that you don't want to be using often. Some of these apps will just be those on occasion apps. You don't really want them sitting on your home screen. For example, for me, I don't use Goodreads very often, but I still want it to be on my phone, so I removed it from my home screen. Yeah, the kind of apps that you want to remove from your home screen, but still keep, are the ones that suck up your time. Obviously, it's optional whether you keep them. So for me, the real estate app. Me and Luke are saving for a home, and I can lose myself just scrolling through the real estate app, so I want to remove it from my home screen. I still want to have it though. This also obviously applies to social media apps like TikTok, Instagram. You don't want them on your home screen. The harder to access they are, the better. The next thing that you might want to do is change your wallpaper. I usually like to change my wallpaper once a year, twice a year, just to switch it up, give it that fresh start feeling. So to find a new wallpaper, I went onto Pinterest. I looked up phone home screen wallpaper. I usually like really simple phone home screen backgrounds. I don't want to make things messy. I went through, I saved so many potential phone wallpapers, but I ended up with this one. Super pretty, super simple, makes me happy. The next thing you want to do is optimize the very first screen of your phone for self-care and productivity. Basically, you want to put all of the apps that you want to be using more of front and center. And you may want to pop on some widgets that help you to keep your life together. So for me, on my home screen, I designed it so that I have my calendar front and center. That way I don't forget what's up and coming. Also, a lot of the time when I'm filming, I have a script on my phone right here. For this video, I don't. But I wanted to put a big Notion link to my content hub, which is where I hold all of my scripts. So think about shortcuts like that you could add that make your life easier. Any activities that you do regularly that involve maybe Notion pages, notes pages, put links to them on your front page. The other thing I did to optimize my front page for self-care productivity was put the apps that I want to be using out of folders in front of my face. So I've got the Copilot app, which you guys know that I love. I use it every day to get me working out. Then I have my Readwise Reader app. So I want this to be my go-to app when I'm feeling kind of bored rather than social media, which is why I put it on the front page of my phone. The Readwise Reader app is now in public beta. I got early access though. I send all of my email newsletters there, and then if I come across any articles that I want to read, I save it to my Readwise Reader. Of course, I have Intention because I use Intention all the time. Next, I have the Bearable app. With Bearable, you can track things like your sleep, your mood, as well as the factors that might have influenced those things. I'm not using this all the time, but I want to. For when I make little lifestyle changes, I want to see what makes the most impact. I also have a little add new event shortcut that I created with the Shortcuts app, so it just immediately when I click on it, opens a little add new event page so that I can super easily just add a new event to my calendar if I'm talking to someone. The next step of optimizing resetting your phone is creating almost like a goals vision board page. So for my vision board page, I just put 2 Pinterest widgets up top. With the Pinterest widgets, you can't have them connected to the same board, otherwise it's just going to show the same photo across both widgets. So my boards are filled with similar images to what I put on my vision board in Milano in my video on how to create a vision board for 2023. The next thing that I did is actually put a Notes app widget on my screen. And I connected this to a folder that's in my Notes app that has a bunch of notes on the goals that I'm trying to achieve. So it's sort of got listed goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. It won't always be in that order, but just having your goals listed there visually so that you can see them every single day is a good way to prompt your mind to get working for you in the background. For me, I left a bit of space at the bottom of this because I do add new apps from time to time and I don't want it to create a whole new page when I add new apps by ideal. So I left a little bit of space for that, but you might want to fill up that bottom space with other note widgets or little Pinterest image widgets so that it's a full-on vision board. The next thing to do to reset your phone is to set app limits. So you can do this if you have iPhone using the iPhone settings. I'm sure Google also has their own settings for this. I also use an app called Opal that blocks certain apps for me within certain times. It's just a little bit more intense than the iPhone settings. For me, I like to set it so I don't have access to things like Instagram and TikTok in the morning or after 6 p.m. The next thing you can do is muck with your notifications so that you're not getting notifications from apps that you don't want notifications from. I don't get any notifications from my messaging apps or my social media apps, and that's how I prefer it. I'd much rather me intentionally go into those apps to get what I need from them rather than feeling like I have to go into them because I'm getting notified about them. A few other things that you can do to reset your phone are go through your notes app, get rid of notes that you're not going to use. Organize your Spotify playlist. If you use Spotify a lot, your Spotify playlists get really messy, so organize them. Someone in one of my recent videos also suggested going through your up next playlist. So if you put a lot of podcast episodes on your queue or even things on your Amazon wish list, go through, clear them out. And if you use the iPhone app albums, declutter them, get rid of the albums that you no longer use, and maybe create some new albums ready for 2023. If you liked this video, you're definitely going to like all the videos in my reset series for 2023. I have a bunch of videos where I go through, reset my space, and obviously reset my phone. In preparation for the new year, I'm gonna have that playlist linked on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you so very much, and I will see you soon. I might not see you before the new year because I do want to take a little bit of time pre-New Year's, so have an incredible New Year's. I hope you get all of your resetting and your planning done. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you soon.